यार, why does everyone keep talking about the future? इतना डरते क्यों है लोग फ्यूचर से? टीचर ने बोला मैथ्स नहीं पढ़ोगे तो फ्यूचर कैसे बनाओगे? फ्रेंड्स कहते हैं हाइट शॉट मतलब नो फ्यूचर. फ्यूचर हाइट देख के आता है क्या? एनीवे, आई डिसाइडेड आई राइट विथ माई लेफ्ट बट आई विल बी अ राइट हैंडेड बॅट्समन. सबने बोला लेफ्टी आहे लेफ्टी रहे, फ्यूचर मत बिगाड. पण मला हाच स्टान्स आवडतो. ग्रिप तो सही रहा, स्ट्रेट ड्राइव भी सही लगा, and I will get better at it. I will practice and practice and practice. I am not afraid of the future. Don't fear the future. Prepare for it. With a range of life insurance plans from AGS Federal Life Insurance.
Now that you look back at 21, everything happened all of a sudden. IPL, Kolkata Knight Riders, Indian team. Look back at 21. Floor is yours. Decode it for me.
I think it's been a special year for me. Obviously, with what has gone around, not just in our country but in the world, we've been through a crisis. But I think on a personal level, I really enjoyed 2021. And from my cricketing career point of view, it was a wonderful year for me. But obviously, it was a starting point that I really, really needed. It was a point where I told myself, like, okay, I am on a journey and I need this journey to continue for a prolonged period of time. So I would like to thank 2021 for giving me my starting point.
Give me the Kolkata Knight Riders story, Venki. I mean, how did it happen? Exactly. I mean, all my viewers need to know your KKR story. I mean, all of us have seen and consumed you and appropriated you and done all that, but give me the backstory.
I think, first of all, a huge thanks for KKR. Had it not been for KKR, I wouldn't have been anywhere. I had a decent Mushtaq Ali last year. I think a few good scores, scores in excess of 90, and one particular innings where I finished the game for my side, which was very special for me. So, with these knocks coming in, KKR scouted me and they picked me in the auction, and it was really, down to the wire in the auction. I was unsold twice, and then I was picked by KKR finally in the final round. So I think once I was in KKR, there was a point where I felt like, okay, I am somewhere. I'm doing something correct in my life. But then the first phase happened, and I did not get my opportunity. But I think thanks to KKR for believing in me and making me understand that even though I'm not playing, I am there. I am there in the mix. And that they did not ignore me altogether. They did not ignore any player for that matter. But to me also, they were really special, and they always kept me in the mix and always kept pushing me that I'll play, and when I play, I'm gonna do well. The confidence that they gave me, it was immense. And break happened, which was a blessing in disguise, not just for me, but for the entire Kolkata Knight Riders family. We were not where we wanted to be at the end of the first leg in India, but then came UAE, and what happened was a story that can be told even 20-30 years later. It was a really special journey, not just for me, but for KKR as well. And that spirit, I think that spirit that KKR showed, that brought out the best in me. And it would be very wrong if I say that it was me who did that. It was the team that made me do it, which is something that I really would like to cherish, and I'd like to thank KKR for that.
That's the answer. And if I can actually sort of push you, that first day when you played that first game for KKR, Venki, Mysore and I had been chatting about you, and obviously now the retention has happened. You are one of the key players. Everyone knows that. But take me to that day. Brendan McCullum, the team showing faith in you, the captain showing faith in you, the coach. Take me back. Backstage with Boria. Take me back to that particular day when you were told you're playing that first game. Fearless cricket. Talk to me.
I think before the first game happened, we played a couple of practice matches, and Baz was really impressed, not just with my batting and bowling, but I had scored a good 70, 80. But then the first ball that came to me, I dived and stopped it. That was something that Baz really admired, and he told me that this is the spirit that I want KKR to show. And obviously I was really inspired by a guy called Rahul Tripathi, who's the live wire in our team. So these little things that came together, and then Baz broke the news to me that I'm gonna play and I'm gonna open. Of course, it was a moment that I was really happy, but I was really focused. Okay, we have a task in hand. It's a stiff task, not from my point of view, but from KKR's point of view. As a team, we have a task in hand. We need to get a good start. And once our bowlers did the job, got RCB all out for 93. It seemed very easy to me once I went out there to bat. And it took me a while to digest, but then I was at parity with the fact that at the end of the day, it's a game that I've been practicing for a long time. It's nothing different. Once that happened, once the pep talk and all happened, after everything, it was just cricket, which I understood. And I think that's what made me, do what I did.
Fabulous. And in an earlier conversation with me, you mentioned the importance of academics in your life. Does that help? Can you elaborate a little bit? Because several aspiring players, if they actually do both, it might just impact their lives as well, like it has done in your case. Can you talk to me about that?
Well, I think academics is of huge importance to me. It's of utmost importance. And had it not been for academics, I wouldn't have done well in cricket. And I strongly, strongly believe that. Because it has not only helped me to, uh, in smart thinking or making quick decisions, but also it has helped me to achieve those little breaks and switch off whenever I require it as well. See, cricket takes a toll mentally as well. I think it does a lot, not just physically but mentally as well. So it is very important for us to switch off and just gather that energy to go in fresh. So I think academics has helped me that way, and for everyone who's out there, I would highly, highly recommend, don't ignore academics altogether. Of course, your schedules might be different, but don't ignore academics altogether. Just try and push it. It'll teach you a lot of things. It'll teach you time management. It'll help you in decision making, and at the end of the day, it'll help you. It'll not go waste. Whatever you study, it will never go waste. And knowledge, imparting of knowledge is very, very important, and especially in a country like India, it is very important to be strong academically. So I would like to give all the credit to my parents for never letting me believe that cricket is my life or academics is my life. They helped me stick together both, and it was wonderful.
Excellent. Okay. After the IPL, obviously you were picked to sort of help out with the Indian team. Tell me about that experience and the experience of when finally you got an opportunity against New Zealand. You were picked for the Indian team. Not even 0.1% of the country gets to play for the men in blue. Venkatesh Iyer was one of them. Talk to me about that.
0.1% does get to play for the country, so it's not a very special achievement. I look at it that way. I did well, and then I was in the team. Now I have a task in hand to make India win. See, as I told you, I don't want to be the guy who just comes into the squad. I want to make India win, not just matches but tournaments as well. And my focus is on that. Of course, after the IPL, uh, there were rumors of me, joining the Indian team or somehow getting into the Indian team. Of course, see, I'd lie if I say that I don't use social media and all. I do check a lot of rumors that go around, a lot of memes, a lot of pages, just mentioning my name as per reports. So obviously, that does light a small spark in me, and that motivates me to do better. If someone is talking about me, why not give him something good to talk about? And as I told you, see, the objective is not just to get into any team. The objective is to be there and make the team win, irrespective of the quantum of the performance, but contribute in the side's victory. That is what is in my mind, and not just getting into any team. So I'm not just looking at from the T20 perspective or ODI perspective. Even in the longer format, I can be an asset to the team, and I would like to definitely contribute to team's victory.
And KKR, that's the concluding one. And KKR also, from their standpoint, they have reposed enormous faith in Venkatesh Iyer. So it's a synergy between you and KKR, almost sort of made for each other kind of thing. You've evolved as a brand, as a star from KKR. So it's great to see that there is this enormous respect and mutual respect and bonding between you and the franchise.
More than that, there is a lot of trust. I think, see, sometimes it's easy to say that the guy has played only so much games, and it might be lucky to have performed that way. And then some people might see it as pressure, like there is a lot of pressure on me to go out there and deliver. But I think the trust that KKR has put in me, what they've shown me is that they'll back me irrespective of what happens. which is very important for a player. You know, when a player is mentally and physically secure, also financially, when he is secure, then he will be able to give his best. And I feel that I'll be able to give my best when I play for KKR.